Northern paganism, true Northern paganism, has got an elevated understanding of the spirit world that the Abrahamic religious cults just don't have. They are operating on a extreme basic level of understanding. Very, very basic. Popularity of today dictates and determines people's actions to the masses. The warrior who understands that the words from our ancestral sea, the Havamal, state that few there be which know what the warrior bears or harbors, carries. So if there's few, then it's not determined by a popularity contest. That warrior spirit that is reborn from the folk soul of Valhalla, few, not the popular. See, the popular will pander. They'll pander to the crowds. They'll engage in chaos and glomsini. The glamour, the lights and bubbles, the noise, the flashes, things that draw attention. It's not about popularity. To gain popularity, there'll be things like Hail Odin said as praise Jesus moments. You'll have things like Prayer Wednesdays. I've seen that out there. These come from the religious cults of Abraham. Patriarchal cults that have targeted the feminine, targeted Mother Goddess. When you read through the Poetic Edda and the 1800s translations that we have from the religious cults of Abraham, you will notice that target of the feminine. You will notice it in the Bible. There's not one time in the Bible, not one single time in the entire Bible, that the invented God of the Bible goes on a temper tantrum spree of destruction and murder, that the Mother Goddess, her following, or her belongings are not the target of his chaos. Not one single time. Popularity does not dictate who makes it to Valhalla. Neither does money. Mother Goddess does. And there's few warriors, not popularity contests. There is a road traveled. There is a road traveled in this life. Now, that warrior spirit will be reborn into another human shell from our folk soul, through our bloodline, from Valhalla. When that spirit gets reborn into your posterity, do you want to have to start all over again? Our books are written to the future us. They're written to our children and our children's children. And when we are reborn through our folk soul, these are roads that they will have built upon. When we return, we don't have to walk down those same roads. But they're not a popular road. You walk that road as a minority, as a few that know what the warrior harbors, what the warrior bears. Sure, we could write books that pander. We could write books that pander to the majority, to the neo-pagan, to the wand wavers and the witch hat broom riding Harry Potter types. And that's what we'd come back to. That's what the next me would come back to. Nothing built upon. Just more silliness. Just more chaos. To all of those who have purchased our books already, we say thank you. That being said, and I am not ungrateful, we are not ungrateful. Whether I sell 1,000 or 100,000 of each copy, that is not the reason we write those books. We write those books so our children and our children's children are not duped by the religious cults of Abraham. They are not led down silly roads of neo-paganism, nor silly roads of religious cults of Abraham, of Christianity, Islam, or Judaism. We write those books so that they don't have to re-walk what we've already tread, what we have already proven to be silliness. They can build upon. If you buy the books, thank you. I hope they mean the very same thing to you and you can build upon them and be one of the few warriors that dares to walk that solemn path. But you can't pander to popularity.